Yo, peoples, you know what it is? It's time to record this show real quick. We're on a mission today to record a show, get through this, take another look at Will's sexy elbow before we leave. And
He already left us.
damn it, Will. Yo, man, you know what, Lou? I don't think we were talking about unfair advantages, and you have an unfair advantage that a lot of people don't understand or don't grok. I would say the same thing for Tom and Heather. Creators that are couples that are completely creating independently, but will jump in and help each other out, or will jump in and do things with each other. It's a massive, massive, massive advantage. I don't think a lot of people understand, because I don't really have the drama of like, hey, I need to go create something, oh no, don't do that. I need to do blah, 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 blah. I don't have, the attention magnet, whatever. That's not a part of my thing. But there's still, like, if I wanted to film something that required a slightly technical camera person, I ain't got none of them. So I'm teaching Kazuma and Emma. So that way, Kota's a little too young, and he's super skinny, so he would break something. But my other nephew's a little young. But I think you have an advantage that like a lot of people don't think about, and it's a superpower, bro. You just
I agree.
go over to day, give Will a big hug and love, and be like, "This is Doc actually squeezing you." Oh wait, that's gross. But I mean, I think you probably do anyway. But if you didn't for a minute, go tell the brother thank you, because it really does make your job and your life a lot simpler.
Yes, I agree, and I think about it all the time because it makes a difference. And I had been in relationships before with people who were competitive with me, creators like in different realms, but they were competitive with me, and that doesn't work. So it's got to be someone who's got their own thing going on, but is still supportive.
You're a pretty grateful person, yeah.
I am.
I like that. I appreciate that about you, fam. Just in case you ain't know, I appreciate that, because I think so many people just out of being, I don't want to call it busy or not even understanding like how important it is. I think a lot of people don't take those gratitude moments, and this is one of those ones where the industry has made it a little foo-foo, and then so now they got people scared. I also think that the Bible thumping journal on the weekend crew also scares some people, because it's a little hyper Christian journaling type thing. But I think journaling is massive, bro. If you look at like, how do we know how Tesla or anybody invented anything dope? We know this stuff because they wrote journals, because they wrote memoirs. Oh man!
Somebody wrote it down somewhere.
Somebody
I was
wrote it
thinking
down
about
somewhere.
gratitude journals the other day, because, like, I have definitely used that in my life and in my growth and stuff like that. Morning pages, like writing stuff down is killer, but like specifically doing gratitude. And I just like think about some people in my life who like everything is awful for them in their perspective, and they have no gratitude for anything. So it's like they wouldn't even know something good was happening to them because they refuse to be grateful or acknowledge gratitude.
Very true. That's so true. It's like, it's crazy. It's really weird, and I'll give you some flowers. I have been writing in my 12-week year. I haven't even read the book yet. I just started doing the practice before I read the book, because I wanted to see what my brain does with it automatically. And then I'm going to listen to the book on the plane, because it's short. I can fly through it in 30,000 feet. I think it's like hour something. It's not that long.
And then, like, it's just like the concept is pretty basic. It's just, putting it to action.
To put it to action. Now, the thing that's pretty dope about it, so I'm going to be on the plane, and I downloaded Jessica's book, and I sent her email, and I was like, Jess, mommy, you're going to make me work in light mode. This is life threatening. I'm super mad at you right now. She goes, oh, I never thought about it. I'm like, come on, fam. She's like, well, I'm gonna redo them, for the next year coming up. So let me go see how to do dark mode. I'm like, please, because I will be in an insane asylum in about 2 months if I have to stare at this because this is obnoxious. And she just laughed at me. She's such a sweetheart. I love her to death. So I downloaded her thing and I put it in my iPad. And one of the things that I put on my list, of your setting your intentions or whatever, was to write more. Like when I was at AOL, I had to write every day for a living. So I think I kind of backed off of it. And there was an app, I don't even know if it still exists. I want to check. There was an app back in the day called 750 Words, right? And your whole joint was to do 750 words a day. And I mean, it was a really, really cool site. And I swear I would have like 400 or 500 day streaks, just going in there and hitting it up. It's still alive, 750words.com. I want to show you guys this real quick before we start the reco. The reason why this site is so dope, and again, you could do this on paper, fam. You don't need a site. The one advantage to a site is it tracks your streaks. But hey, you know what you can do? Track your streaks yourself. But the one advantage about this site is you literally click in, you sign up, and you just start the types, but it gives you your time. It shows you your speed, tells you when you stopped, like for a long time. So if you take a break longer than 3 minutes in your 750 words, you're not thinking somebody done pulled you away from your joint. You know what I'm saying? And then it understands now, because of course this internet has gotten better. It kind of knew this before, but it's gotten better now with AI, I'm sure. It understands what your mindset is while you're writing. So what could happen is in a couple of days, you could catch yourself sliding into the funk before it starts to stink. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it deeply, when you get in a funk, you be like, how did I get this way? It normally isn't a one-day thing. If you're like last week, Mary Lou, it was Death from a Thousand Cuts. It was a bunch of people getting on her nerves in a row. And then, unfortunately, what happens is the last person to press to pull the Jenga. Ha! Stupid. You shouldn't have pulled the Jenga that day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this, I mean, not just calling you out. I think all of us are like that, Mm-hmm. Somebody pressed one of Paul's buttons yesterday. So, like, Paul could have been, if he's doing this thing, he's writing his notes or whatever, and then somebody else crossed the line today, come Friday when he has a full gasket pop, he can look at his writings and kind of know. You know what I mean? So, super interesting. Anyway.
What's that called? 750 words?
750words.com.
Right, every day. Yeah, that's good.
It's a really cool setup, man.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's a good, because like with morning pages, right? That's like a artist way kind of thing. It's just to get these things in your head out. It's so good and can really change your world because you wake up with all this stuff and you're like, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, or you sit there, you take it all out, and then you can kind of see what's going on.
Right. It really does help you get your stuff together. Anyway. Lou. I'm Lou.
Lou and Lou.
I understand. I understand. Attorneys at law. I'm leaving after I talk to y'all. See, I just want to see. Like, this will come up in the conversation today. So, Eden, hold that thought. Don't run away yet. And yes, Paul, have you ordered your Doc Pops yet? Hi, I am Doc and iPop. Make sure you go over to your website and check it out at docmerch.com. That's docmerch.com, or you can do docrock.live/merch, or you can do doc.popps.com. That's docpopps.com. Get yourself a Doc Pop today. Bam. You know what I'm saying? that boy's a professional.
He is. Look at that. The quick read.
Rich says, check out the oh, come on. I can't do that, Rich. I typed too slow. That's gangster. I think I heard of this before, but now I'm glad Rich gave me the reminder. The most dangerous writing app. Yo, Will needs an app like that for making people practice their music. The most dangerous music app. You stop practicing and all your notes disappear.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yo, that is bananas,
cool.
man. Oh,
cool.
Here, Rich gave us a link. I like that. I remember to put that link in the show notes. That is super good. Okay, speaking of show notes, let's do this real quick. We have a really good one today. I'm actually happy that we're doing this because I know from time to time people will bring up, all right, I think I got it down, but the problem that I'm having is with the implementation, right? When we're talking to Tora recently, even for her, she's like, I got all of this stuff, I got what I need. The problem that I'm having is with the implementation. So let's check out these hooks. What we got, Lou?
So this is from our very special GPT, our creator's Unstuck assistant. So these I had not edited because I wanted us to see both together what it came up with. So we need to teach it not to say your favorite word. This one.
Where's it at? Oh, yeah.
Number 3. So that's like something we have to add in there. Be like, never, ever say these words. Doc doesn't like it.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that horse alone.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody understands it, and I understand it. It matters to me. Those of you guys who know why I say you shouldn't use it too much, you understand already. Like new people, you'll hear it in other parts. And for anyone who's new right now, the reason why I don't like the word is because it's admitting to defeat before you even start. Like you look at something and go, I'm going to lose. That's just dumb. I really don't understand that mentality. And maybe you just weren't taught properly, right? You look at any challenge and be like, yeah, I can do that. Like I can't even fly. But if someone said, hey, you got to figure this out and you're allowed to add 100 pounds to your body, but then you got to fly, I would go figure it out. I would go like discover how to make a paraglide using carbon fiber and some sort of space age fabric that comes in at 88 pounds that I can strap to my back and then jump off of Haleakala and then fly to Cali. You know what I mean? Like I would try to figure it out. It might not work, but I would try to figure it out. I believe everything is learnable. So the other thing is I think it's hella dismissive to like, I live in Japan. I've seen what happens when the land of beauty and natural disasters reside one and the same. To them, they see that as a blessing. That's the balance to remind them that life is short. You know what I mean? Like I seen Haiti after, earthquake, all of you guys that live down in Rich's neck of the woods, you see tornadoes come a few times a year, hurricanes come a few times a year. You people know what devastation looks like. That's overwhelming. A bunch of buttons on the screen, saying overwhelming to a bunch of buttons on the screen, being a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm going to just come hard. You being a bitch. That's all.
Right. And it's a frame of reference too, where like, I feel like that's, I don't know what people have gone through, but I feel like they haven't really gone through stuff.
Yeah. If you can get overwhelmed by a bunch of buttons, you haven't had enough strife in your life. We grew up hard. So I know what it's like to look at 2 pieces of bread and 5 children's. Mm-hmm. And who boxing for the bread? Gretchen, she had all the apples you could eat. So no matter what happens, she could eat more apples. and apple juice.
So you guys you got to build yourself a GPT for your show, your projects. Like it is awesome. Helpful. Because it's like stuff like we could get there, but I just, with the assistance, it's so nice for it to get to the finish line quicker, right? So whenever I'm like, can I get an outline for this or that? It's like, I can get there, but I know that that's like whatever work, because the real work is once I have that outline, what am I going to do with it?
It's very vital. Rock around to right on top. The beat is very tight. Here we go. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Why is my brain like that?
Okay.
All right. So
you like this number 4? You like that one?
I'm liking number 4, but I'm thinking that we put that one
inside of that bullet, right?
Yeah, down here with my number 1. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's see if we agree on these 1, 2, 3. So I like the block it, lock it, rocket. And then bullet 2, I had SMART goals, which is the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound.
Bingo.
But I don't know if that is it redundant?
No, because I think it's a reminder more so. You know what I mean?
It like expands on the block it, lock it,
Well,
rock
yeah,
it.
and so after I explain block it, lock it, rocket, you can say, well, you know what? That ties in very well to smart goals because of the T.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
So
by the
like
way,
in addition
guys,
to the two.
I just came up with this joint. So what do we do?
Oh,
Option
put it
T?
on a mug.
No, it's option 2. There it is. You hit the option 2, bro. You know what it is.
Ooh.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Nobody tried to steal this. Invented by Doc Rock today. In my head right now by accident. No weed involved. What is today? 8/6/24. Boom. I did it. Paul and Lou was here. So nobody can try to steal it. When you see your favorite creator stealing it, you can be like, nah, man, Doc came up with that. Yo, that should be a short little book right there. Okay. So I really, really like that. That one is gravy. Struggling to get your projects over the finish line. Tune as we share proven strategies to boost your productivity and achieve your goals. Okay. From going live to finding perfect accountability part, discover ways to stay on top, stay on track.
I think this one, instead of like going live, it could be blocking time.
Yeah.
Because going live is a strategy, but I don't think that's necessarily what we're talking about. All right. So from blocking time to finding the perfect accountability partners, discover our tips to stay on track to get things done.
Yeah.
Discover. Ow. Ow. So stay on track and get unstuck.
Bingo. That's a good one. Let's rock with that as the master.
Okay. I think so too.
The master of disaster.
Boom.
All right, we're good. What a question of the day. How do you get it all done? Sorry, Keely. No capitals.
So it's fun when we're planning this using the GPT assistant. Is I'm asking it for hooks and titles, and I want it to give me a couple of different options. So then when we bring it in here, we like gets a good starter, and then you can use those as our, like we did it once, I think, as our little short promos, where we did like ready to, you know, we read the hook, and then there was a expansion on the concept. So they're like not even just thought starters for this episode, but for the promotion of the episode, for like short little bitties.
Love it. Mm-hmm. See a fan, see a fan, see a fan. Sorry. It just comes. And then the randomest things just pop in my head, bruh, and I can't stop it. It drives me crazy. So I know y'all must be like, dude, I'll say that again. Okay.
From blocking time, not going blocking. From blocking time to finding the perfect accountability partners, discover our tips to stay on track and get unstuck. Discover our creator. Yeah, that's good. I'm into that. So, and I think if our setup is, you guys have been with us in doing all of these things. Because we blocked time to do it. We had measurable, achievable, relevant goals, right? We were like, we wanted to get 6 before Doc went to Japan. And we had a whole checklist with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then partner accountability group, mastermind, like-minded people, right? Like we are working on this project together. Also with the live stream, that is, you guys are our accountability group. You're our mastermind. You are the people who help this project happen. Gorgeous.
Okie dokie. All right, before we start, real quick, while Lou backs some stuff up, I got to tell y'all a couple of things. I didn't make graphics for this one, my bad. But my boy is hosting a giveaway on Gleam, and he's giving away a Blackmagic cinema camera, the 6K cinema camera. Luis, do this joint, son, do this joint. So we have one more camera in the arsenal. But this is my boy Jeff, aka El Jefe, and he's doing a Blackmagic camera app giveaway. Yesterday, fam, Blackmagic camera app came through with an upgrade. By the way, that's my pick of the week. So we get there, I'll make sure I put that in the lock. Because it has come up with some really cool upgrades, and one of the upgrades they came up with is the remote camera joint. So you can take your iPad and control your iPhone. So if you're like Mary Lou and Will and you got your phone that you're recording with and it's kind of like across the room, you can put your iPad on the floor or right next to it, wherever you're not going to step on it doing the Will and Mary Lou dance. And you can start and stop the recording. You can trigger it. You can even switch angles. So if you have multiple devices, because they have multiple devices in the household, you could actually go in and have it switch cameras like you're running a little mini Ecamm. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I just can't believe I'm in the middle of typing camera and I can't spell it. Anyway, so make sure that you go in. All you got to do is download Jefe's ebook, and that's easy. Right, and then you got to make your video using the Blackmagic video app, and you get a chance to win this Blackmagic Cinema 6K camera. I mean, like, some of y'all be like, I can't afford a new camera. Guess what? Your man's is giving you the hookup. Y'all just ain't trying to hit me, though. So get in there and go do this. Save yourself some time, and then make your life happy. And then, just, support a member of the LGL fam / Ecamm fam, and that's my man El Jefe. He's a good cat. You guys remember Jeff from me being at his house doing my live photo shots. So that was pretty cool. And then the other one is Mackie is doing I don't know if I have a situation for this, because I know I do somewhere, but I don't know where I downloaded it to. Dude, you know how you spell Mackie? That's not it. Mackie is doing an official giveaway. They're giving away that's not it. Maybe it's on the blog. They're giving away a DLZ Creator XS and some speakers and mic and the whole 9 yards. And I do have a graphic. It's in my Discord, but I'm not going to fire up Discord right now and break everything right before we go live. But you don't need this. All you need to do is go to our Discord page, and you'll see it's in there. It's also been posted on the Ecamm side, and you may have got an email from Caleb yesterday, and we did put a link in, but basically you need the Mackie Discord. If Vicky will text me in a couple minutes, and I'll paste it back in here. As a matter of fact, I can do it from my phone. Hold on, let me do this real quick, because I want you to have this, because again, they're giving away $1,000 worth of kit, and it's not that hard. All right, so there's Vic right there, and boom, boom, boom. The giveaway is live on the Discord channel under announcements. There we go. So he gave me the link. See, this is why your fans be listening, and then you just got to come in here and do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Bing. So all you need to do is go to this Discord thing. I'm going to pop the link in the chat. Make sure you copy this link, place this somewhere, click on it and say, open this tab in the background, and just have it ready. Like, legit, all you got to do is join the Discord. I'm actually already in the Discord. I don't know what the hell that's for. Oh, I mean, because I'm not logged in on this browser. But yeah, basically all you got to do is join the Discord, and then you get a chance to win this mixer. The one that little honey right here is working with, that's it. It's the same one that I have on my table over there, which I can't reach right now. That's what you guys have been listening to me rock this probably since like January until probably a month ago. So it's basically like Rodecaster Pro, but dope. Small. It's cool. And a screen for old people. That's easy to see. So yes, make sure you go in and get that. And like, how are you doing, Miss Lady Girl? Dang. Get us here. We're going to go to camp. Bing, bing, bing. Be quiet, Gretchen. Gretchen's clowning me. She's laughing over here in the background. The Notion document, we didn't share it like that, but I don't know, can we? Should we? What do you want us to do?
Well, then are people gonna like mess with things?
Yeah, see, that's the
or
problem.
we can make like a copy.
All right, we'll make a copy that you can play with, and then we'll give you an example. But
Yeah,
I
'cause
ain't
it's still
doing
a
that
living
mess. I'm
document
going
for
to
us.
Japan. You
Yeah.
gotta bother Mary Lou. I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
すみません。
I can
俺
mess
も
with
本当にいないからね。ね。
We just gotta get
an
an episode so we can
Yeah.
say we finished our goal.
Where can we download the TDT song she was singing? I like it. I like it. FactorCast has a good one. Flip it and script it. I love it. Super dope. Man, I just like seeing you guys are in here. Rich said, I forgot I can post links. Rich, man, you've been moderator for God knows what, like 3 years now, bro.
All right, I'm in this Discord now, the Mackie
All right.
Discord. Hey guys.
Dude, it's good. It's good. All right, let's go. I'm ready. I drank all of my bone broth. That sounded very old.
Well, you know, it's when it's true.
If I try for iPhotos to quick capture it, also transfer it as a live photo. iPhone photos to quick capture. I don't know what the heck quick capture is. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I do know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
Quick capture. I think it's like when you plug it to your computer.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with that quick capture thing. Paul is looking it up right now. I can tell by the look on his face. Paul is, he got that. You know when you go at the airport and you got to change your ticket, and then homie be behind the thing like this? Excuse me, I ask you a question. they be all up in Saber or Ulysses, like doing that work. That's what Paul was doing right now. No, it turns out you got to sit in the back by the toilet. Paul, you can already do this, fam. Like Ecamm already records all the cameras at once. It legit does that automatically. It's just part of the process.
Just make sure you turn it on.
Yeah, here, I'm going to show Paul. Not Paul. Yeah, that is Paul. I'm about to say not Paul, but it is Paul. Let me show you this real quick. So inside Ecamm, if you go to recording, right now I have it set to record my main camera, so I can hit that, and then I can hit my B camera, which is my overhead, and then my C camera, which is Mary Lou. And then this one is all the interview guests. So when I'm done with this recording, because I'm recording in 4K, I'm going to have like a 80 gig file. But legit, I can record all of these at once. All I really need, if I wanted to, is Mary Lou and the interview guest. I don't need if I want a separate version of my camera, I can. I definitely don't need the B camera. The B camera is my overhead. I'm not doing overhead stuff today. So that's it. You can record all of them at once. And then as far as triggering them remotely, so you don't have to go and touch the computer, Stream Deck app for your phone. Stream Deck app for your phone. One of the moderators will hook you up with a link, and then all you do is you put Stream Deck app on your phone, put your phone right by the side, press the button. You could even use that to switch cameras and the whole 9 yards, so you can run Ecamm from across the room. Bingo! Been that way since day one. Well, since multiple recording, which is 2 versions ago. It's more than a year.
Oh, wow.
It's been a hot minute. All right, so let me do this. I will keep Mary Lou this time. I am going to reset the recording, and then we can go all in. What is this app called? It is Quick Capture Design. That's probably something different. It's the native photo Mac transfer app. No, maybe. I don't know. Let me check. I worked at Apple and I never heard of such a thing. So no, maybe you're using a PC. The native photo Mac transfer app is Photos. It's built into your Mac. That is the native photo transfer app. But yes, if you transfer your photos with photos, they're on your computer. If you have iCloud Sync turned on, if you delete it from the Photos app, also deletes it from your phone. If you have iCloud Sync turned off, you can delete it off your phone because it is on your Photos app on your computer, which in theory, if you have iCloud Photos, is also sending it to iCloud. So there's a couple different ways to do that. The best way to manage iPhone photos is Mileo Pro, $9 a month, and you ain't never lose a damn photo in your life. But that's a whole different show. Anyway, let's get it going. Let's record this podcast.
Let's go. So Doc can go to Japan.
All right. I'm going to start and stop the recording. Deep breathing is done. Record all. I can't do it right now. Never mind. God damn it, Lou. I used to be able to do it. Now I can't do it. What the hell is wrong with me?
If you guys ever need just like, you want to go through some like vocal warm-ups and like mouth face warm-ups, we could do that. Because that's a whole thing.
See how important hydrating is? Because I can do it a second ago. Hold on, let me hydrate again. I just did it. That's so funny. Paul is recording this. Stop that. I don't trust Paul. I don't trust Paul 1 second. Okay. Here we go. Counting it down. And when we get to 5, just start your little thing, okay? Counting it down in 5, 4, 3.
From blocking time to finding a really awesome accountability partner, we're going to share our tips today to help you get those juices flowing, get those projects going, and help you get unstuck.
Unstuck. Oh my God, it's so in there. It's so in there. Check it out today. Yes, gang. We're going to dive into some of the, I guess I wouldn't call it the structure, the bones, the back end of how you get it done. Lots of people come in here and tell you about all the things you got to do. I do hear from the comments, this is legit coming from people that, yeah, I got all the stuff. I think I know how to do it, but how do you find time to get it all done? That comes up all the time. That comes up at conferences. It comes up wherever. So we are Creators Unstuck, and our job is to empower some creators to help you get rid of these roadblocks that's stopping you. And we're just going to help you transform all of this creativity that you have into action so you can go out there and do the work that you know you was put here to do. Now, we're a little tough on you because everybody else be out here telling you to be you. You know that you do you line? Your man's never fitting to say that unless I'm being dismissive. I never say you do you because chances are you're trying to improve yourself. You're trying to become better. You don't want to be the you've been for the last 43 years, right? Maybe that's the you trying to get away from. So I don't know why people be like, you do you. If you was working, like if you was Mark, like Frickerberg, all right, maybe you can keep doing you. But if you over here trying to figure out what to do with your life, stop doing you. It's time to do the new you. So speaking of new you, we're going to get it. We're going to come here. We're going to give you some honest conversations. We're going to keep it real. We're never going to lie to you. We're not going to gas you up. We're not going to be like, oh, your feelings. Never mind your feelings. I'm going to speak from facts, and we're going to get you to where you need to be because I know you're powerful, and so do you. Bingo.
Pep talk.
There you go. He started out the gate.
Choice.
Started out the gate.
Choice.
All right. What's the question of the day, Lou?
Oh, question of the day is how do you get it done? How do you get everything done in your creative projects? You want to share with the community because this is very much about community. It's very much about us all growing together and helping each other and seeing people's wins, seeing where people are stuck. But I want to know how you get things done. What's like a quick little one for you? Like a go-to that's like doc specific. Like
just getting it done is actually when I tell myself I have to do something really important, instead of just writing it down or putting it in the calendar or so forth and et cetera, all of which is very true, I say it out loud. Like, I don't know if this is crazy to y'all, but I say it out loud. I'll be in the bathroom teeth finished bunch and spit out all the water. I'm like, okay, so today I got to go downstairs, record this podcast real quick, spend some time with my people before I get stuck fighting with my family for 2 weeks. I'm going to come back upstairs, throw the last couple pieces of tech in the bag. I'm going to zip everything tight. I'm going to grab my flight attendant gift. I'm going to put it all at the door, and then I'll be ready to go to the airport. So I literally say that out loud. You guys have seen me when I'm doing a live sort of behind the scenes. I am saying what I'm doing as I'm doing it. It's not because I'm teaching you. That's my brain. Like if I say it out loud, it's real. I think sometimes you need to hear it. So even when you need to remind yourself that you're dope AF, say it. Don't just write it down. You know what I mean?
I'm dope AF?
Yes. Yes.
You're dope AF?
Holla back. I'm dope AF. Like don't buy those things from Etsy and put them on your wall and not say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Word art, right? Did I send you that clip about word art?
You did, and I was like,
because
I feel some kind of way about word art, and I was like, oh, good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, okay. I loved it. Because, like people be buying that mess. And I'm like, bro, you ain't nothing about you live, laugh, and love. All I hear you do is bitch, whine, and complain. That's a different sign. Get that sign. I ain't seen you live,
it's
laugh,
like live
love,
it.
Jack. Sorry,
Don't
Gretchen.
just hang it up on your wall.
Dude,
you
Gretchen is
live it.
dying in the backstage over here. Gretchen is dying. I love you, Gretchen. Oh, my God, she's losing it. I just killed the old lady. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it, Paul.
One thing that I do is I often surprise people that I don't consume that much content. I take that time to actually be making things. People are like, how are you making so many videos? And I was like, well, I did not see your posts. I'll tell you that, because I'm busy making things. So sometimes you need like inspiration, but then sometimes, you make your choice where I'm like, well, I could just make things.
Yeah.
And
I teach my niece and nephew to create more than you consume. Because everyone's like, oh, these kids are always on social media, whatever. I'm like, cool, do you let them have it? Oh, no, they can't post. I'm like, you're kind of generating the problem, son. You know what I mean? All right, so there's that. All right, let's
when there's a lot
in.
to do.
Let's dive
Okay,
in.
so what we wanted to talk about this today was tips for getting it done, which is essentially all these things that we've done in front of you with you while we were building this podcast. So if you are new to Creators Unstuck, if you go to Doc's YouTube channel, you will see episodes where we were building this out, pre-production, and even recording this. Up until now, we are recording on Doc's channel this podcast that you will consume later, so you could see the whole process. And everything that we're covering today, like, we live it. We live it, we do it, and we're hoping that it helps get you unstuck.
So, listen, well, we're getting there. So Saturday, when we finished the episode, right before we hung up, I said, okay, here's what I have to do next. I need to move episode 5 over to the iPad because I want to record that on my iPad because I'm about to be stuck in the airport lounge and then in the airplane for a hot minute. So I got my Final Cut up. I got the files all over there. Ran the Auphonic on it. So the sound, my mic sounds nice. Check 1. It's all gravy, right? Then secondarily, I said I want to make sure that I get all these episodes up on a real, actual audio podcast host. Okay? So what I did, I went back upstairs. I finished watching my Olympic soccer match. I finished watching my Manchester match. And then I had a thing on my calendar at the end of the Manchester match was like, drink this coffee and get us online. And I just went and did it. Now, during that time, I got 2 different phone calls. Hey, can you help? No. But I need, no. What about next week? I'm in Japan. There's like, oh, well, who else can I call? I'm like, yeah. So you just told me that I'm your only person you call when you need to do this type of thing. You should have a list of people that you call to do this type of thing, unless I'm the only one that can do it. And so I gave a couple things, and my buddy was like, thanks, and that was on, right? No, old school me, I would have stopped what I was doing, jump up and go help my friend right away because that's my road dog. Like, that's my friend that would jump in front of a bullet. But like even that person who was legit blood brother type of thing, I'm like, no, I cannot disconnect from what I said I needed to do, especially knowing I had a limited time frame, right? I could have put it off till Sunday, but no. Sunday's a different day, okay? So what I'm calling this thing, I just made this name up right in the pre-show. So I'm trademarked this. Is it, you got to block it, you got to lock it, and you got to rock it. 1, block it in your calendar. 2, make it non-negotiable. Like, I said it without having to think what the word was. Make it non-negotiable. Like, nobody can take this time away from you. And that in itself will take you some time to build up those defense mechanisms. You can do things like, we have Philips Hue lights, most of us. Make your lights a certain color. So if someone was to walk in the room and be like, if the lights are this color, do not speak. Rotate 180 degrees and walk back out. The only thing you're allowed to come in this room for is to drop off a fresh cup of coffee, a fresh beer, a fresh whiskey, a fresh line, or a fresh doobie. Nothing else should be said. That's the only thing Gretchen's dying again. It's the only thing you can come in the room for, right? And then rock it means get that ish done. Just rock it. Knock it out the box. Get in there and knock it out. Number 1, say you blocked an hour of time to do a particular thing. You might get it done in 15, 20 minutes. Now you're duty free. Now you could do something, right? You could add something else to that list. But you cannot deviate from what you came to lock it when you came to lock it, right? So I'm talking about dedicating this time to your craft is the most important thing that you're ever going to do, because if you don't do it, nobody else will, right? So it's very important. This is how you prioritize your creative projects. This is how you see them through. This is how you get them did. You block it, you lock it, and you rock it. And one last thing, and then I'm going to shut up. Somebody said, please do shut up. I'll give you an example. When we were all together, my friends are like looking at my email notification, 7,000 something, and like, bruh, that makes my face itch. And I was like, yeah, I know, but with my job and the amount of stuff I get from support tickets and, people just constantly, sometimes I get on things like, I know this is trash, I'll just ignore it. But what happens is it makes a little red dot get fatter and fatter and fatter. And eventually you'll look at the dot, you'll start feeling some type of way, even though you know the majority of it is rubbish. Okay? So I decided that I was going to sit down and I'm going to go through these emails and I'm going to like fresh these suckers up and then get this box empty before I left for my little trip. I got that sucker. It says 12 now. You know when those 12s came in? Today. Like, I legit I got rid of 7,000 something emails, but I didn't do it in one setting because that would be stupid. The way you eat an elephant is one bite at a time. They're a little tough, so make sure you marinate it with a little baking soda first. Only the people who cook like Chinese food understand that. It's called velveting. Yeah, I just sat there and I took it like literally 15 minutes, 20 minutes at a time. And then on Sunday, because I didn't say I was going to help my friend basically move some shit, I was able to actually do a lot. I cleared like 4,000 on Sunday while I'm watching the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So while they're bantering, I'm just like cleaning emails, doing smart filters, the whole 9 yards. Like, it's glorious. So yeah, that's how you do it. You block it, lock it, and you rock it. Don't let nobody interrupt you.
Yeah,
the only thing that can interrupt you is death.
and that's like not up to you anymore.
Yeah.
So
facts.
with what Doc did while he's watching the Olympics and then he's clearing out his emails, he's like stacking, right? So it's like you have your time or you want to dedicate to something. That doesn't mean like if you got the capability and the bandwidth to stack and do something else, then you can do something else. It's not like you got to be locked in your office and like locked at your computer all the time, but you do have to block the time. I do the same thing. That's why I have my live stream that happens twice a week, 2 hours, non-negotiable, has to happen. And then while I'm there, then content gets made, people get to see it, and we get to hang out. But those things have to happen. But when I did not have that on the calendar, it would go like weeks. And I was like, I didn't even do this. I needed to do this. Why didn't I do this? Put it on your calendar. Put it on your calendar, block out the time, make it happen.
Make it happen. And you don't have to go get a fancy calendar app, dude. I use Fantastical because I do, but I'm actually thinking about going back to the native iPhone calendar. It's not as feature rich as Fantastical. However, it is growing up because of things that are coming up with Apple Intelligence and so forth. That was going to be my pick of the week, but I changed it. because not everybody has beta yet. It's sick. But yeah, like the calendar app and reminders app, that's all built in your phone, your notes app. Like you don't have to go buy nothing special, fam. You could actually get a field notes calendar book like such and go to town. Like a yellow piece of paper with a ruler and some lines. Knock yourself out. Pump. Like you don't have to go crazy. You can get it did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make it a thing for you, because if you had to go to work, you know, you can't let other things distract you from your work. Like you have to look at this like this is your work, because it is. If that's your goal, as you want it to be your job. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's where like I really grew a lot when I was like, okay, I just basically hired myself, because I was getting hired out to go do things, not having time to do my own things. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. We got to stop here. We got to stop. I need to just hire myself. That time that I'm working for someone else I need to just work for Mary Lou, because she needs a really good producer. And I know a really good producer. It's Mary Lou.
It's Mary Lou.
Here we are.
That's so gangster. Oh my God, that's so gangster. So yeah, like again, recording this podcast is super important. And so during so Lou and I wanted to get 6 episodes done before I stepped on the plane. And we did it. Like we literally did it in a matter of 3 weeks. Right? So now we can go at our regular pace, right? But when someone subscribes to the now what I just set up on Libsyn, right? Currently it's just the trailer episodes. I'll put the rest of them up while I'm probably at the airport or in Japan or in my little downtimes, right? Because the MP3 files are super small, so it doesn't take a lot of bandwidth in order to do that. When somebody subscribes to the show, they're going to subscribe to the show with 6 things to listen to. So in the 2 weeks that I'm gone, no one's missing a soul. You know what I'm saying? But then when I come back, we can be like bang, 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 just get this business going. So that level of blocking is super important. You gotta like knock it down. All right. So Lou, what's your kind of come up on this?
On what? I'm confused. Like
Just like, so you got your blocking down, and I know you follow the SMART goals principle.
yes.
But,
So
yeah.
go ahead.
No, that was it basically.
Oh, okay. All right. So like SMART goals, right? So this expands on the time thing. And I didn't come up with SMART goals. It's like out there, but if it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So time bound, we covered that with the block it, lock it, rocket, right? Time bound, make time for it. But like you want it to be specific. So what are you doing with that time block, right? And measurable, how many episodes did you want to get done in that time block? How many of these things you wanted to do? Achievable has to be like feasible, right? I'm like, I can't be like, I need to make $1 million in the next hour. I'm not quite there yet, but maybe one day. Let's put it out in the universe. And it needs to be relevant to the project at hand. So we did exactly that with Creators Unstuck. Whatever we were talking in April, this like came into like as a maybe, oh, wouldn't that be fun to no, we should actually do this. Okay, we have a deadline. We want to try to get this many episodes before Doc goes to Japan. We want to accomplish these kind of things. Here's specific times where we will work on it in front of people, and specific, right? We specifically wanted to make a podcast for the creators. We know we wanted to make 6 episodes before Doc left. And we know we could do that because we've got, the tools in order to do this live. It's relevant because it works with both of our things that we do out on the internet, right? So it is relevant to the bigger projects that we have going on. And it was time bound. We had a time frame it needed to happen. We had times that it needed to happen, and we got it done.
Listen, you said something very important, and I have been saying this for my whole life. Katie and I live by this rule, like build it in public, bro. Build it live, build it in public, show what's going on. One of the things is you're helping people realize that anybody can do this. It doesn't require some kind of like special thing. I don't have the superpowers that I can show you guys. They're secret. But it's a matter of building it in public, because not only helping people out, but that's part of the accountability. Like, yo, Marcus or Mark or what is it, LA Creative, right? Right, will show up, or Factor Cast, Eden, Paul, be like, hey man, where you at? Huh? Hey, you guys supposed to be doing the stream. Oh yeah, okay, I'll be right there. Like, you know what I mean? You can't slide, because your crew becomes your accountability partner. So I think it's very important that you do it live. And the other thing is, listen, in the beginning, this is your permission to be crappy. Nobody cares. They all know you're just starting. And you'll get better.
Do it a mess.
Do it messy. Do it messy. Start ugly.
Do
I can't
it
start
messy.
nothing ugly. I'm cute. But
It's already cute to begin with.
Start ugly. And then literally you build up from there. You build that muscle. You already build out how to deal with mistakes, how to handle any things that might come upon you, so forth, so on, et cetera. So bingo, bango, pickle, mango. Let's get this done.
All right. So before we move on, let's talk about some of our sponsors. One of them is something that you've been building in person in front of us.
Yes.
In public. It didn't start ugly, it started cute, but it's here. It's here. It's the Doc Pop. So like I've got the pink one and Doc's got the purple one. It's in pre-sale right now. A lot of colors for you to choose from, but definitely go ahead and order your Doc Pops so we can all look fresh and sound fresh. And I really want to get like a Brady Bunch photo with all the different colors. So I need you all ordering colors so we can take this photo. I need this. This is for me.
This is for Lou. This is for Lou. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a quick update. In our first month, we sold $5,000 worth, so which is very good. That is very, very good. I was talking to my partner over there in China. He's actually not in Hong Kong right now. He's in San Francisco. He had to go visit the wife's fam. But yeah, and he was like, oh, wow, okay. Look, we're doing this. I'm like, I told you, Pim, my people is good. My people is good. He's like, okay. So yes, please get over there. Like we have a goal. We want to pre-sell 4,000 pieces. But hey, some of you guys are coming through. Some of you guys are coming through buying like the whole rainbow. You prided up your mics. So big ups to shout out to my moderator. Like we're in the building. So big ups, and I appreciate you guys. I just want to make this dope. Like, I legit, what I want to be able to do is like come on this show and be like, let's go search the YouTube for somebody who just started and struggling with some gear. And we're going to hit them up on their channel and we're going to call them up live and then be like, hey, we're sending you a Mac Mini. Get to work. That's what I want to do. I just want to go around and
this is a dream project of mine. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but this is a dream project that I think we could accomplish at some point. I want to do a creator studio home makeover show.
Yes.
We can go in,
dude,
like
Katie
people do their home makeover, the
this.
kitchen, this and that. This is like, it's been my dream for years is to do this like renovation show and like go in and make these changes. But like like for years, it's just building like the people, right? It's like knowing different companies that would want to be down with this, aligning with the right people who can help facilitate and execute this, and like then we could go do it.
Listen, I'm gonna just put a stamp on this bitch right now. I'm gonna block it and I'm gonna lock it and I'm gonna rock it. Okay, for our creator Unstuck anniversary, let's call it 8/1/25. We will start that contest.
I love that. We
got 360 days. Not there was no. I was going to add the other numbers. No, we got 360. We got 360 days. We are going to do that. That is it. We're going to lock this joint down. And you know what? What if we miss and it takes us 380? We still did it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can be 360. You guys did it.
Still
and
did it.
20 days later, we're like, bitch, you didn't win. No matter what, you automatically lose. All right, so that is dope.
Right, and that's another thing with these goals, right? With these goals is that it's with the block it, lock it, rock it. It's just set parameters for yourself, but don't beat yourself up if you can't hit it. Like it's just parameters to get you going in the right direction, something to aim at. Like you don't make every basket, right? Like to my sports ball people, you don't do it. But
I thought you were talking about like weaving.
yeah, like I mean, throwing tossing it with the thing. So. This is just like parameters to help you get going, but please don't beat yourself up if you don't cross the finish line. It's okay because there's still more time.
And again,
be flexible.
I want to remind you something, especially when it comes to your accountability partners or just your family, your crew. Right? I saw Yolanda posted something yesterday, and I just want to slide in and be like, hey, I see you. You know what I mean? I got the response back, so I know it meant something to her. But, you know, it wasn't for any other reason. I just want to remind a homie that's family now, right? Yolanda's like that new person to the family. Like, she just married into it, so we got to give her a hard time first. But then she cool, so she passed the test. So now she's good. We give her love. I saw she post something, and I was just like, yo, you know, here's a little something to keep you going kind of thing. Because I think it's very important that you support your homies. So even a slide by, hey, I can't stay, just came to say hi. Dude, that lets your people know that means a lot. You know what I mean? So I saw Yolanda posted something and it was dope. And what's really cool, I don't know if she'd done this prior, but she was doing something that I had recently talked about, is don't always just get your little app out to make your social media post. Write that joint on a piece of paper with your hand and take a picture and post it. And she did exactly that. And I was like, oh, people pay attention to it. She might not have heard a damn thing I said, but it's the timing of it sort of matched. So I told myself that it's working. And that gives me the Tinkerbell juice to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is out here, you know, trying to get you guys to tell these stories and not be afraid to deprogram what your mama them told you.
Right, which is like, it is, I think, of the points we were going to share today, the one that I feel is the most important and impactful and that I am most grateful for is finding an accountability partner, finding a community, making a mastermind, just getting some like-minded people that can help push you in the right direction. Because there's been many times where I was like, oh, I can't live stream, like just some stuff happened, like I can't, I feel like I can't. But then that little message that's like, I'm looking forward to hanging out today. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, all right, let's do it. And then it just turns into everything around.
You know, it's really crazy. When I was a little kid, I never noticed until just now when you said that this very instantaneous, I used to sit on the floor in front of my grandpa watching Orioles baseball. I used to sit on the floor with a hardcover, I think I can, Little Engine That Could. I a couple 100,000 times I read that book as a little kid. I was just sitting on the floor because I was like read out loud kind of thing, right? Like I was able to read when I was like 3 or 4, but that was the book. That was what went with me. The pages was all jacked up, and it had like a little bump to it because they started to make they call like a relief book, right? It had a little bas relief action going on, and I used to read that constantly. I think that might be why I'm like this, because when I was a little kid, bro, I always was I think I can. You know, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. I just never thought of that till right now. Thank you, Lou. And
because it makes the thinking about it, right? You think you can, so now you can. Because if you think you can't, then you can't.
Man, it's
you
it's
can.
a trip,
But like we're
man.
telling you can though.
Look, you just gave me chicken skin to think of my grandpa. But yeah, that's crazy. I legit used to sit there and read that book always. And he probably gave it to me. Like that's kind of psycho. All right, anyway.
Yeah, and you think about like with this community, right? If you're someone who's new here and like you're struggling with something, you've got questions, like that is what we are here for you. And that's where like this dream, like why we want to do a home makeover of somebody's studio. Like we want to do these things. So like we are making these connections so it can pass down to other creators as well. But the energy you guys send us, it comes back to us as well. So just finding people that like get you. That's
what I call my Tinkerbell juice. Like when y'all community come in and get us like, then I'm all about that life. So good. All right. So, man, we flying through this. Let's get to our, what's next? Should we do a bullet?
Pick of the week.
Pick of the week. Oh, pick of the week. Picks of the week. I'm gonna actually build that at some point. Right now, I gotta fake it. So, oh my God, he is so mental. What is wrong with him?
You come back season 3, we're gonna have all the sound effects, or we'll just keep rocking with this.
Just keep using the doc made it up with his face. Making music with your mouth, biz. Okay, so my pick of the week is actually the Blackmagic camera app. And I'm going to tell you to go to your phone, and I want you to download this joint for free. Number one, my buddy Jefferson Graham, he's doing this contest. By the time some people hear this, that contest is going to be over. But if you happen to catch this ahead of time, he's giving away a Blackmagic camera, $2,600 Blackmagic 6K cinema camera. However, what you want to do, the Blackmagic camera app is so dope that I actually have it as the super button on my iPhone. Okay, that said remote disconnected. Why did it say that? They added remote camera app. So if you're in a situation like we at NAB and we need to do a video, we could take two phones, my phone and your phone, and set them up on either side of the booth with our little Ulanzi pull-up tripods, MT70. I make sure I remember what that is. Just pull them up, bang, go to town. And we could take a third phone or the iPad and set it up as a monitor with remote control. Okay? So I can just hit go on that. These phones will be in position, and then you can start and stop and trigger. So you can either do it as a monitor, so you can just see what's popping, or you can do it as a remote, so you can control the other apps. Very similar to the Final Cut joint, but it's Blackmagic, so it has way more controls. And you can make it sync the recordings. I'm going to say that again. Sync the recordings. So that way, all the recordings from the 2 or 3 different phones you got popping off, I think it's up to 4, will record back to, say, the iPad if that's the master. And I got an iPad M4. So, hey, I can just write in the Final Cut in the iPad, bing, 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 cap cut in the iPad, bong, bong, bong. Content dead. In the
And am I
middle of a
correct?
sexy coffee shop.
The Blackmagic camera app is free.
$95. Free 95.
Free 95. And it's very good. Like, I've used it because I want to be able to see the audio levels, because this was my year of audio and I needed to see the levels so I could
you went
know
from learning
when it's
audio
right.
to rocking the podcast. What it do, Beef Stew?
Hey.
So like you'll see on mine, like I have little red lines. Those tells me that my face is in focus. Anywhere you see the red sparkles, that means I'm in focus. The number one thing I use it for, because I hate when I recorded this whole video and I look at it, I was like, ugh, it's out of focus. Topaz Lab for video will fix that, but most of y'all will scream at, I think it's $300 looking at Gretchen's face because she knows all about Topaz. Yeah. And same thing with images. If you take images and you have a little blur, I'm going to save that for a different pick. Never mind. Hi, Mary Lou. What is
Hello.
your pick of the week? And I have one of these, but I only have the shorty.
Okay, so this is it's like a new piece for me, but it's like the Ember tumbler. And because I spend time here like at the desk, right? And I like to have my coffee. This is a coffee mug that keeps it hot. But the bonus of it being the tumbler is that it's got a cover, because I'm like a child and I need a cover on my sippy cup. Otherwise, I'm going to spill on top of all of my expensive gear here. So the tumbler, like, it connects to an app and you can choose the temperature. This like is definitely been here a couple of hours and it's still hot. Because
I'm over here singing the sippy cup song and trying not to let it out on the internet.
Yeah, it's so good. It was one of these that I've wanted for a long time, and I just like was resistant. I was like, I don't know. And then I acquired one, and it's fantastic. The hype is real if you like your hot drinks.
Yo, so
and this one's like waterproof too, so like
yeah,
it's meant, I think, for you to go like hiking or like camping and stuff like that. So like if you dropped it in water, like, you know, don't go diving with it, it's not necessary, but
you need to clean it,
okay.
so that's why it's waterproof.
Yeah.
But you know, super dope. I was the same thing. I wanted one for the longest time. I always thought, like, I'm not going to buy that. It's one of those things that, you know, seems kind of expensive, but when you have it, you understand why. But one day I got a box in the mail. This is what I'm talking about, appreciating your people. Okay. One day, I get a box in the mail, unrequited, didn't know it was coming, just showed up. And I was like, box in the mail. Ken Aspersley. What the heck did Ken send me? I opened the box, and Ken and Glenn bought all of us Ember mugs just because they bought one. And they were like, this is dope. I'm going to send this to all my people. Right? That's that level of... just like appreciate your folks, man. I'm just saying, like that's why I have to, when we have our little private conversation. I'm not gonna cry. When I have my private conversations with like Luis or Paul, like I just gotta remind them, like y'all are dope, bro. Like y'all are dope, because honestly, we can't do half of the stuff we do without them. And I think a lot of times it's easy to miss that. And like Paul is legit Superman, and I think to me. Well, like AT, she's in the back. We seen Luis in real life, like being the dad. Everybody else knows him as Mr. Camera Junkie. We see Luis the dad. Yo, that joint leaks me, right? Because brother's something special. And then Paul, those are OG LGL. We know where he came through to be where he at right now. Also, that shit leaks me. And if you don't know what that means, look it up in your hip hop dictionary, fool. But yeah, it's a thing. And I just want to say to Tora real quick because she's in the chat. Yes, Michael, who did that video, if you're watching the same one that I'm thinking of Michael Tobin, my homie, one of my NAB, white t-shirt boy, because he actually wears white t-shirt instead. But he's hella cool and he's very smart about the app. So everything he's ever put out about the app, make sure you watch that so you can get up to speed. All right.
And that's in reference to Blackmagic.
Blackmagic camera app. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah, because somebody could be listening to this later and be like, "What is he talking about?
What is he talking? Like the Ember mug?"
Yeah.
It's like fairly straightforward.
I love my Ember mug. AT is telling me we're squirreling. Okay, so let's get back on track. Thank you, AT. You little.
This is why the live studio audience is magical as well. Like, I'm so grateful for them, like, because we can see some faces, we can see some smiling faces. I'm grateful for the chat that happens while we're doing this. Like, it really makes a difference. And if you are out there, maybe you're just like lurking and you're not feeling confident enough to say anything yet, then please say hi. We're here. We're here for you. We're here with you.
Mary Lou, look at the foolishness that's going on in the back room.
Oh, I see. Oh, there's an actual squirrel in the room. How exciting.
Squirrel. Dang it. So listen, what you just said ties completely into our last bullet because our backstage crew is very much our accountability group, right? You got your accountability partner, we got your accountability group, mastermind. Ours are broken minds, beautiful mind, like some kind of mind. Shawty, I don't mind if you dance. Stop. Yeah, it's I think it's very important. And people say this all the time, accountability group. And then some people don't be doing it. Like a lot of apps even have it. Aura Ring tells you to add folks to your Aura Ring so you can keep that going, right? You can keep that momentum going. And I think sometimes folks will silo themselves out of fear that, you're going to be judged. Yes, you're going to be judged. Like that's part of the deal. But it's so that you can course correct, right? No one's judging you to rip you up. They're just course correcting you, right? So we're watching the 1,500 meters. And it's the Olympic season, what it is. And as they're running, they do a little nudging to get through the cracks to make your way to the front. But you're just lightly hitting the shoulder to shoulder. And it's not like you, bam, knock the dude down. Because as a runner, you know what it feels like to be at 3/4 sprint or in the middle of your kick and fall. Every one of us has done it. Ad joint hurts. You scuff both hands. Because you go like this at speed, you dent up your knees, you get gigantic like road rash on your thigh. No runner does that to another runner on purpose. Now, even though they're trying to win, they got to do the little ting, ting, ting to get through. It is no like, move, bitch, get out the way. Like you just give it a little pam, pam, and you just sort of like shoulder your way through. Very similar. We're going the same way. We're all trying to get to the finish line. And yes, little race, because of course there's internal competition. We're family. That's the point. That's what it's for, But no one's going to push you down, except maybe Gretchen. She's gangster. I don't trust her. Gretchen would be like, "Oh, you slipped, my bad," and just try to give that old cute old granny look, but she done knocked your ass out. So there's that gangster grandma.
Yeah, and it's not just like communities and account. Like you could start small, like just to have a friend that gets what you're doing. Like they might not understand creator life at all, but you're like, can I call you once a week and just tell you where I'm at with this so you can check on me and see, am I on track? Because there's things you just can't see within yourself. Like I can look at somebody else and I'm like, oh, I know exactly, like do this, like you're going to be golden. But when I look at myself sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do. And people are so surprised. And I was like, because you can't always see the whole picture when you're in it. So having a group is helpful.
Yeah, it's super helpful. Like it really is. Even yesterday, I got a chance to record with Anna. Fulgens wasn't feeling well, and then I had to do some promo stuff anyway. And, you just get to catch up with how amazing creator she is. She came in with a whole new layout and a whole new look. And I was like, yo, I never even thought of that before. But she had a problem. She's like, I wish I could do this, this, and this. It was one of those things where I wish Ecamm had these sliders so we can do this. I'm like, you can do that now. And she was like, how? And I was like, here. And she's like, how do you know that? I don't know. I just made it up just now, but it works. I just, because I processed some thinking I had from old Photoshop days, and Ecamm has similar feature. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that. And so we did it. We did it live. It was like, oh, let's do this. Works. This is quite amazing. But that's the kind of stuff where if you have a group of people, maybe you thought it out soup to nuts, but you know what you forgot? You forgot the croutons or the little toasty. You know when you get the little toast with the cheese on top, they'll go for your tomato soup? Like, you forgot that part. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, yo, the soup is banging, but fam, you need a piece of bread. You need a little biscuit or some what they call oyster crackers for your clam chowder. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Oh, and that's what, like, you could be with people who are like doing similar things. Yes. And while it could feel competitive, it also gives you different viewpoints, right? So like what Doc does and what I do, like we have similar kind of things, but then he had not seen like how CapCut works. No. And I didn't know how to find my levels on my audio. You know, like, so you getting in front of other people and with other people and collaborating and just discussing things and being open to like what you don't know and what you can know and what you can share, because you have something to offer too. You know, it's not like you're just coming like, please, sir, please give me info. You have stuff to offer as well.
Yo, last thing on the accountability group, I just want to make sure you understand this right away. The person who you're working with does not even have to be doing the same thing. It doesn't have to be another creator. It could just be another person who gets their done, right? So maybe you're slacking, but your kid is relatively gangster on homework. Give them the opportunity to clap back at you for not doing your creator stuff. Because the last thing you want to do is let your kid down. So for those of y'all that happen to be crazy enough to have some of those little germ factories, thank you for increasing the planet, I guess.
Service, I guess. Yeah.
I ain't about that life. But yeah, like tell them like, yo, nephew, if you see me like playing FIFA when I'm supposed to be recording, just go ahead and same thing I do to you, just unplug the game and tell me to take my ass downstairs and make them shorts or do whatever. You know what I mean? Like put your accountability partner really doesn't have to be another creator. It could just be somebody who will put their foot in your hand pots if you start to slack. Yeah. And start with something small so you can beat it.
Okay, couple things for you. I want quick tips for a couple of different things. Okay, you ready? Give us a quick tip for Block It, Lock It, Rock It.
Block It, Lock It, Rock It. Get yourself a calendar app. Now, the cool thing about most of the major modern calendar apps will allow you to voice block, right? Hey, S Lady. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Cortana. Is she okay? Anyway,
is she okay? Cortana girl, is she okay?
I think Cortana got a man and just left the party. But anyway, you just be like, hey, I need block this space from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Tuesday and put it as intensive Notion study. Then, here's the upgrade that nobody tells you. Hit the share icon, invite Paul. Invite Lou, invite Eden Lou, invite Alicia, invite some folks. And it's like, yeah, I got that time. All right, cool. Pop up somewhere, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, Discord, whatever you got. Nobody see a damn thing, but just have each other there. Put a little music in the background, and then that's it. Get it done.
It's just vibe. I love that. Okay, that's very good. Now,
Paul said maybe Cortana got a woman. Yes, Paul. Yeah,
it's true.
Possible.
You know,
it's possible. She's from
maybe
Seattle.
A little bit of both.
She's Microsoft. She's from Seattle. It's possible.
All right. What is a good parameter or something that someone can think about in order to make a goal achievable, to create an achievable goal?
Okay, so here is my thing on goals. I am not going to take the word away from people because it totally works and it is very important. However, what I like to do is once you can get, if it's a portional thing, right? Like say your goal is to eat vegetarian once a week, okay? So how do you make that happen? Come up with a system that makes it repeatable, right? If it's one of those type of tasks, give yourself a system. So it's not just don't make goals, But as much as you make goals, figure out how to make a system, because systems save yourself stress, time, energy, money. System.
Ooh. Gosh, we got all the like sayings today. We got the Black Rocket, we got smart goals, we got systems. It's a good day. It's a good day.
The all new Ice Cube system.
Then okay. All right, my last question for you today is, who's your favorite accountability partner?
Mary Lou Mando.
I thought you were gonna be like, it's Paul.
Dude, Paul is not accountability. Paul is like, hey, stupid, what are you doing? Get your ass down there and do X. That's different. That's not even accountability. Y'all be saying I yell at y'all. Guess what? I get yelled at by this 95-year-old git in San Francisco. Be waking me up sometimes at 4 in the morning and be like, oh, I forgot the time zone. Like, Paul, I'm gonna kick your butt. But that's my homie. I love my Paul. Get your own Paul. Leave my Paul alone, damn it.
See, I mean, that's the number one, is get yourself a Paul. That's the number one tip.
That's
for
what I'm
getting
saying.
things
You're
unstuck.
so lucky that you have a will. Karen says that me and Paul are like old married couple because we be fighting. And I'm like, Karen, Paul get on my damn nerves today. She goes, yeah, I know. You can say that once a week. But yes, it's my old married couple. Paul is my internet husband. So it's what it is. I get yelled at.
Yeah, but like I am
all
grateful
the time.
that like I have Will. Like if you have somebody at home that can get on board with what you're doing, like that understands what you're doing, you don't even have to create together. Yeah. But it is nice. It is very, very good. And it was like a key requirement for me when I was like last looking for a new relationship, was like, you got to be down with me living this life.
Put that on your Tinder. All you guys who got space on your Tinder, put it on Tinder. Must create YouTube video.
Or must understand that you create YouTube videos.
Or must create OnlyFans, so you know your income is good.
Yeah, then you can pay for yours.
The thing that kind of like put it all back, like we've been doing this stuff for a minute, but literally, I'm telling you, fam, our little creator house situation, oh my God, that just changed everything. That unlocked the code.
Everything.
That legit unlocked the code. And just, I knew right away that we could make something dope, right? The things that we would come up with on the fly between me, Eden, Mary Lou, and Kat, like walking around the show floor and just figuring these things out, I'm like, we got to do something with this connection because we have a dope connection, right? We're like, what is that? Team Titan Squad? I forgot what it's called. I was a little old when it came out, but it was a very popular cartoon at one point. But yeah, we're like them, or Voltron or something. And then freaking Rich said Mary Lou has willpower.
It's true. That's
so good. That is so good. Teen Titan Force. Thank you, AT. She got it. Teen Titans. Yeah, we're kind of like 40-something Titans. I'm older than that. But and Eden's not quite. But yeah, it was good. And so I just knew something good could come out of it. So I'm glad we were able to harness said energy and put it into a thing and bring something dope out of it. Because otherwise, you're just bumping gums. All right, I'm going to give you guys one more of my little random doc-isms, and I want you to hold on to this because I think I might have said it in a different episode, but I'm going to say it again because I think it's very important that you go in, you see your people, you give them props, right? When you see somebody going. But don't just go tell people that you're inspired by something. Show them your inspiration. Go do something with what they said, put it into action, and then show them. To me, that's a better say. Oh, I'm so inspired. I don't give a You know what's inspired me? Them stupid word arts at Ross's. You know why they always be at Ross's? Because nobody buy that mess except for, no, I can't say it on the internet. But no more word art, fam. Like, do art. You know what I'm saying? No more like, oh, this is my happy place. Why you in there bitching at your kids? It ain't your happy place. Your kids can't be in the room bitching that it's a happy place while they get yelled at about their homework.
So a question for you then. How is it different than words on shirts and mugs?
Technically, it's not. Why you gotta mess with game changer? I am a game changer though.
No, but it is different because like if you're actually taking action, then whatever words you got hanging anywhere, as long as you're taking action, then we're cool.
Dude, Jimmy Hicks has one of the dopest one. Focus. Done. That's literally what most people need to do. Just straight up focus. It's a simple thing on the shirt. Like just focus. You know what I mean? So I just want to see everybody win, dude. That's all this is about to me. Is I want to see everybody win. So I'm gonna keep fussing, as my grandma used to say. I'm gonna keep fussing until you get it done.
Well, and exactly that. Grandma said, I hope that you got some tips out of this so you could get it done, and I hope you can get unstuck. And I hope that you enjoyed these first 6 episodes, and thank you for going on this journey with us, because everything that we talked about in today's episode is what we actually implemented in order to get to this point. And I hope that drives you to see that it's possible, and that you yourself can be a creator.
Unstuck.
Yeah, we did it.
You know what we say at the end of the show? See you. Wait, my hand can't do that.
Wait, who are you though? You gotta say where are you at? Where can people find you?
Oh, see, man, I just blew up my whole outro. I don't even know what the heck time it is. I am Doc Rock. You can find me all over the interwebs at DOCROCK. I'm pretty much there.
And I'm Mary Lou Mandel. You can find me all over the internet at Mary Lou Mandel. I hope to see you out there.
There you go.
Wait,
So
I almost
now,
said see you.
Now,
Dude, you do yours. Yours is
now
better.
we can say it. You know what we say at the end of the show? See you. It still cracks me up. You're so silly. Peace. They not like us. They not like us. All right, family. Look, that was super dope. I was glad we were able to record this really quickly. I am super stoked for what we have been able to get done. Thank you to AT, Gretchen, and Paul for hanging out in the back. And Tora just subscribed to the CU channel. Thank you so much. We in there. I'm coming up with the group name. I was going to put CU Massive, but unless you're Jamaican, you might not know what a massive is. Boom, a clap by your big about your Rasta massive out there. We booyah. Anyway, Paul killed me today with Cortana. Maybe she got a woman. I was like, this guy, this freaking Paul over here. And then Gretchen with the damn squirrel while I was over here minding my business. And then she put that damn squirrel on the screen. I named about lost my cookies. Y'all are foolish.
Eden just ordered her pops.
Yay, Eden Boogie. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, ma. All right, we did it, Lou.
We did it, and I'm so
I gotta stop
again.
recording.
Just so grateful, right, to all of y'all, because we had the goal. Doc was leaving today, right? By the time he went to Japan, we wanted 6 episodes, and we got there. And you guys were part of it. You're part of history, creators and tech history. Now you wait till like season 3. We actually have our sound effects, and we actually have our graphics and all of that, or we won't, because I kind of like this vibe too.
Look, it says Pika placed the order, so you're allowed to call your pops Hawaii Blue. It's Blue Hawaii, by the way. Then she said, but I can't call my filter Tropic Hawaii. And I was like, A, I live here. B, Olelo o Hawaii, or E Mau Kauka. I can speak Hawaiian. Pulale Kala, that means I'm right. So there's that. Nah. I think Blue Hawaii is an actual color, so I think that's different. I think people just get mad when people steal the word aloha for no reason, and they try to trademark it. You can use the words. It's that people try to trademark it, and that's what gets people pissed off. That's some dude tried to trademark aloha in Chicago. Yo, the native Hawaiian came back for him. I come back on the 20th mark. So yeah, bingo.
Cool. So yeah, you'll be off for a couple of weeks. I will work on little shorts from our episodes, which I will do in some of the live streams on my channel. So if you guys want to join
episodes, because I was thinking like Paul in like really small shorts. We gonna see it, Cam. Paul gonna wear a little small. Look at Paul in them Daisy Dukes. Oh, God, we don't want to. Gretchen's like, no.
Would not subject the world to that.
Why did that not work? Paul is here. What happened? Say that again, Paul.
I said I would not subject the world to that.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Maybe 40 years ago.
Dude, do not send any pictures, okay? Me and Luis do not need to see that mess today. Plus, I got to get on the airport. I don't want to get pulled over. Be like, what is this you have on your phone? Oh, damn it, Paul.
Oh my gosh.
Eden, stop sending me weird stuff. Go away. Leave me alone. I love my people. Thank you guys so much. You guys rock. This has been phenomenal. Keep doing what you're doing. I said the 20th mark. I don't know how to say that in Dutch, but it's the 20th. 20th. So there it is. Gang, itekimasu. You're supposed to say iterashai.
What is it?
Itekimasu means like, okay, I'm going. And you're supposed to say iterashai.
Iterashai.
There you go. Oh, perfect. Oh, wow. Mary Lou, your Japanese is flawless.
I listen and repeat back.
There you go. Where's our new song? I got to play this song because it just makes me happy. What did I do with it? I have it. Where did I put it? Here we go. Let's go. Happy birthday, Tara, when I come back. She's a Leo. She missed being a Virgo by 3 days.